Hey friend, you've seen these videos of people that are, they take a bucket or multiple buckets and poke holes in it, they've got paint and they swing it out all over the canvas and make these elaborate patterns. Here is a proposition for you. They are the direct descendants of Jackson Pollock and action painting. So why are they seen arguably as cheesy as opposed to radical? And I think the only answer is context and the context of the culture at the time. When Pollock was making his work, no one else really was using that approach. Moreover, he was looking at it from the perspective of the Surrealists, this sort of automatic approach to mark making, relinquishing conscious control and allowing the subconscious to direct. And it was radical at the time. Whereas now, I don't think everyone's thinking about subconscious and surrealism and auto-écriture and that kind of thing when they're doing these things. I think they're just enjoying it, which is fine. But also the context is that that is not remarkable anymore. Back when Pollock was doing it was remarkable because no one else was doing it. And he did it at such a scale and he had such a personality that people were, I think Robert Hughes called it the shock of the new. That at the time, because it was so new and so radical, people were surprised and offended and so on and so forth. Whereas now, people are not surprised nor offended by anything that people do in terms of paint and painting. I saw one guy who's like straps himself onto one of these rigs and sloshes paint all over the place. More power to them. I think they're great. I like them. It's not for me particularly, but so what? However, what would be interesting is to see what the next step is, because with Pollock and with action painting, the next step took place arguably through the actions of a guy called Alan Caprow. And he started off as a painter, but then he quickly moved into what were called happenings at the time, performance art. And this idea that you didn't need this intermediary stage, the painting, to capture these ideas, that you could go directly to performing and expressing whatever you want to express with the body in a space that's non-traditional amongst, for instance, tires, used tires. He had this giant pile of used tires and he did performances in that. Now, the thing I find interesting about performance art is that once you move from a specific medium, you start engaging with other mediums. What's the difference between performance art and acting? Big discussion there. But anyway, so when you see all these YouTube videos or TikTok videos of people pouring stuff left, right, and center, or spitting things on a plate or what have you, give a thought to St. Jackson, Jack the Dripper. He was the one who literally uncorked the paint genie from the paint can and brought us this wonderful world of random marks, lack of control, and interesting results. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that. And there's a link to a newsletter down below. I sometimes give courses. If you're interested, feel free to sign up. I send something out, haven't yet, but send something out every couple of weeks or so. Anyway, keep on pouring.